You see those eyebrows raise?
That's got some spice to it.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah, that's got a lot of spice to it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
And I'm Josh.
And today, we are going to be reviewing Ancient Age 10 Star.
Which is a Buffalo Trace product.
Yes, which used to be 10 year. It is no longer 10 year.
Definitely not based on the color.
It's not a bad color, though.
No.
And I believe it does say on here somewhere, aged at least 3 years. I want to say that. I want to say I saw that somewhere, but maybe I didn't. Yes, aged at least 36 months, which, if my math is correct, I believe is 3 years. And we'll see what you think when you taste it.
You've been sipping on it a little bit.
I've been sipping on it a little bit. I believe this is mash bill, so it's Buffalo Trace. This is mash bill 1.
Which is the same as Buffalo Trace, the bourbon.
And Blanton's,
yep.
I believe. So,
and it's a plastic. Let's see if you can.
And it's about $28 for the family size.
Share it all around. Oh, I hate these little.
It's called a pour regulator.
Yeah. I just like them. Might have poured you a little heavy. You just want to pour some of that into mine?
Nah.
All right, you enjoy.
It's noon somewhere.
And it's definitely not here.
I'm telling you, the nose comes through immediately.
Smells like Buffalo Trace.
Funny how that works, huh?
Smells like a younger version of Buffalo Trace. It's got the caramel sweetness, the cinnamon spice. It smells a little. It's grainier, obviously. It's younger, so that corn sweetness is coming through more.
I don't even have to say anything. He's nailing it all right here. My nose is a lot better tonight than it was last night. Yeah, I can definitely pick things up.
We did a event at Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville, North Carolina last night. So for those of you who saw us there and have subscribed and are following us, thank you so much. We appreciate all of you.
So we're filming this in early October. So when you're going to see it, I'm not sure. But that's when we're filming it.
We have videos scheduled until December 2nd, although with the rate that we are filming, we're going to probably start releasing on Saturdays and Sundays.
Start releasing a few more videos a week. So
yeah, maybe every other week do 5 instead of 3.
Anyway, we had a great time.
Yeah.
The people there, many of them that are regulars that come to these events, did know us. They do know us. They just didn't know us as Bourbon Theory.
Yeah.
So we did have a good time. We poured, let's see, we had Weller 12.
We had Pappy 12 Lot B.
We had a 2017 birthday bourbon.
Yep, Old Forester, 12-year-old. 12-year anniversary of the opening of the jewelry store.
Yeah.
So that's the theme. And then at the very end of the table, the overall winner of the night was a Midwinter Nights Dram, Act 11, Scene 11.
Yeah, so that was a winner amongst everyone who tasted.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, we don't keep count, but we had 300 to 400.
I'd say
just based on the number of the cups, and we're not pouring ounces or anything like that. So significant number of people that came through. And
so thank you all for coming.
Yes, absolutely.
That's one of our favorite things to do, is to share the gospel with everyone else.
And while Josh and I did rate them, we did not do a review on them. We just didn't have our equipment. And the other part of Jewelers on Main is there's another portion of that that's called Pew Pews on Main.
Pew Pews on Main.
It's something we can't really say on here.
It's frowned upon.
So I think you can infer from what we're talking about. But that portion of the business has been there for 2 years. And it's right there on Main Street in Mooresville, North Carolina. Great people.
Fantastic people.
And great business. If you're looking for something in either of those two categories, it's a great place to go.
If you need jewelry, ask for Ashley.
Yes. We might have, some blood affiliation there.
A little bias.
Yes. So anyway, back to this.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see, there's a little something else that's there for me. It's
not Amburano, is it?
God, no.
I didn't think so.
I've never had Amburana, but
there is a bit of cinnamon on this.
Yes, there's a significant amount of cinnamon on the nose for sure.
So what are you thinking now about 36 months? You get any oak on this?
A touch. Just a touch.
It says at least 36.
Yeah, so this is probably blended.
I'm sure it's blended. It's not a single barrel.
Yeah, not single. So it's going to be a blend.
Maybe the plastic comes through. You think? I don't think so. I actually recommend this to some people last night.
For that.
And this is 90 proof, by the way.
Yeah, 90 proofer.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a hint of oak. So I'd say we maybe have some 5 or 6 year old in there. But for the most part, we're corn, we are caramel, and we are cinnamon. Maybe a hint of vanilla in there. Not much.
Go ahead.
But
you see those eyebrows raise?
That's got some spice to it.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah, that's got a lot of spice to it.
Mash Bill 1?
I mean, it tastes almost identically to Buffalo Trace. It's just younger. That's the only difference. Yeah. You gonna grab a bottle?
Let me see. Could I find a bottle of Buffalo Trace up here somewhere?
Hiding behind
a Hancock's Reserve, behind a this.
Stag Junior, behind some Rock Hill Farms, behind some Elmer T. Lee, behind some Weller 12 and Antique 107, Blanton's Gold and Straight from the Barrel.
Nah, now that's just...
We don't have an open one somewhere?
I don't think so. You will now. Grab a couple of Glens.
We've updated our setup here, and by we, I mean he. And do a little side-by-side and a little impromptu versus series, which if this video comes out before, we have done a few of these already.
I'll set mine on the, just like yours are. Oh, this is actually a pick too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's a pick from MC's One in Liquor. That is in Strawberry Plains, Tennessee.
So a little different than the normal profile, but should be. I mean,
should be in
store
pretty
picks,
much in profile.
Store picks are going to give you the same thing. The only thing you might get is a slight, maybe a more accentuated note that you get from the standard release,
now,
or a little something extra.
Looking at the two in the glass, the pick is just a hair darker. Just a hair, not much though.
Not
in the
much
bottle, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I mean, they smell. I mean, you can smell the age on the Buffalo Trace. And I think the nose on it is more prominent.
It's more blended. It's more...
Yeah. Definitely more crafted in here. This... I mean, this is your standard, and at least in North Carolina, ancient age, 2 ancients.
There are three ancient ages. There is ancient age. There is ancient age preferred, which is very much a blend. And then there is ancient age 10 star. This is what a lot of people will call this as 10 star. And you can look at it on the label and see that it's got 10 stars around it. And again, it used to be 10 year. I wish I would have loaded up on it back when it was that. Wishes were horses only dreamers would ride. But if they ever create a time machine, I know what I'm doing. So much smoother. Nowhere near the spice.
Yeah.
Now it does come in just a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
It's more powerful on the ancient age.
Certainly. The Buffalo Trace is almost like a pepper and less of a cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you this though.
Cinnamon.
The ancient age has got a longer mouthfeel. It's got a more viscous mouthfeel. To be young.
I think I'm going to disagree with you.
Maybe I should try it again.
Yeah. Buffalo Trace certainly sticks to my mid palate. Not so much the front or the finish, almost exclusively the mid. Not to say that either one of them is bad, though. These are both good bottles. And how much is the family size for that? Would you pay for that?
I think $28 with tax.
$28.
Well, hold on. I can tell you because I started doing something different. I'm sorry, with tax, $32.
$32. All right. So depending on where you are, but around here in North Carolina, if this is sitting out, it's about $36.
Right, it's like $32.95 without tax, so it's going to run about $36 with tax.
So I would wager a bet that this time of year, we're filming in October, this latter half of the year, this is an easier bottle to find.
It won't be easier than this, but it is slightly easier. Now, I was in a couple of stores just yesterday, and I did see Buffalo Trace on the shelf.
I've seen it around.
Now, in some cases, I saw several bottles on the shelf, and in some cases, I saw some just salted in different places, just a single bottle here and there. Now, at the same time, I also saw Eagle Rare salted in just here and there on the shelf. So Josh and I talk about this. We're beginning to see the market open up a bit more.
Yeah.
So we're beginning to see some of the stuff that's been hard to find
become much more readily available.
Yes. So, and when we say readily available, we don't mean the shelves are fully stocked on it. But
if you
I
go
did see
in
Buffalo Trace, 2 rows deep, and all the way front to back of the shelf in some cases in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
especially outside of the state, Buffalo Trace is everywhere.
I think
all year long.
I think I've bought 6 bottles of Eagle Rare in the last
couple of weeks.
Yeah. So
that's my favorite.
And it's I've got a neighbor who really likes it.
Which one?
Adam, actually.
Oh, well, a man of high class and taste, Adam.
So, but as you compare these two, it's a little more finished. Not a finished bourbon, but it's a bit more. It's melded more in the barrel. Again, though this one's not age stated, there's no statement on it. This one, they're telling you it's at least 36 months old. But I'm going to tell you, if you can't find this one, it is no bad alternative at all.
Are you winning
the proof is the same.
A little more bang for your buck?
A lot more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It's 2 bottles in one.
Yeah.
And then some. I don't mind a little harsh. Now, that's stuff you tried to give me in a bar there yesterday afternoon.
Before our tasting,
you'll have to make sure you note that in the video.
I would just like to make the statement that you are the one who placed the orders.
You're the one who said what you wanted.
I said
what I really wanted was Russell's 15, but they were out of it.
Well, they ran out like a week before we got in there,
or that week or something.
Man, I told some people we were chasing Russell's 15 like it's 1920s and it's a gold rush.
But they did have Weller Millennium, whatever it is.
They did 400 a pour.
400 a pour. We passed.
Yes.
Hard.
So to summarize these two, Buffalo Trace is older. You get a little more oak impact. The cinnamon is transferred to pepper. So while this is younger, definitely doesn't stick as long. Kind of has a more watery mouthfeel compared to this. Not to say it is watery.
And I would disagree. I felt like the mouthfeel was more viscous here, and actually in the glass, it was holding on the sides a bit better for me. Swirl yours and see what you get.
It's draining fast. They're both draining fast. This is draining slower.
Okay. Again, if you can't find that one.
Oh yeah.
I would put that one in an old fashioned. I'd put the ancient age in an old fashioned in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. If you don't have a rye you like in an old fashioned, which if you ask me, rye whiskey is your old fashioned go-to.
I'd mix it.
Even though you don't drink mixed drinks?
Well, I'd drink it straight. What I was about to say is I'd compare it with Blanton's.
I prefer it to Blanton's, the single barrel Blanton's base release. And that could just be the one bottle that
That's the key with anything that's single barrel. You need to understand that you're comparing a single barrel with a blend.
Yeah.
So you can always get a off barrel.
Yeah.
We were drinking Van Winkle Lot B last night, and we had three different bottles.
First bottle tasted like it was harshed with chemicals.
Yes. Second bottle was better,
mellow and fruity, and
just like a wheater should be.
Easy sipping. And then the third
bottle tasted like a rye.
Yeah, it was fairly spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not taste a wheater at all.
And one was a 2022, and the others were 2023.
And that was the harsh one.
And just 2023s from different seasons.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's just it's a crapshoot sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But this was good. This was our palate warm-up today.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what we're going to get into.
I have a few that I know we're getting into.
Yeah, yeah.
Some ones we're getting very excited to get into.
We've got another Bourbon Hall video coming up.
Oh, we do. And we have some special footage that we got in store.
Yes.
A very nice patron who we will speak. Sorry, not our patron. Would be nice if we had some, but we don't have anything to offer anybody yet.
Right.
A patron
other than
of
some
the liquor
great
store
videos.
That we
other than that, and smiling faces.
And father-son bonding. So, give him a rating, Dad?
I'm going to tie value into this. And I don't necessarily do that a lot. I really go more off the flavor and that type thing. I'm going to go with a B on both. So I know that may sound odd to a lot of people where I rate other things, because honestly, I rated Weather 12 a C last night.
Mm-hmm.
I rated the Lot B a C last night. Now it was on the first bottle.
Yeah, honest. So that second bottle that would have been a B.
Yeah, and absolutely. Yeah, the third bottle would have been.
I like the second one more.
Second probably would have been too. The 2017 birthday bourbon was rated a C as well.
It had C plus for me.
Yeah. The
Midwinter Night Strand was a B minus for
both of us. So, but with the Ancient Age there, the 10-star, I'd rate it a B. And I think just in general on Buffalo Trace, I would probably rate it a C, but right now here this morning, I'd rate it a B.
I'd go C plus B minus.
Okay.
I mean, they're right there. I just prefer the age on the Buffalo Trace. I think I'm a little bit of a.
But I'm telling you right now, if I start going into the stores around me and I can't find that anymore, I'm going to be ticked off.
Luckily for us, I don't think we have that kind of reach yet.
It is actually a little tougher to find than the others.
Yeah.
But I would also.
Ancient Age base is everywhere.
And it's an 80 proof. I would just tell you, hold out for this one.
Yeah.
Hold out for this one.
Yeah. It will be confusing.
And if you don't see it, talk to the people in the store and ask them to order it, because it's not like it's not available.
Yeah,
they can get it from the warehouse.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get.
Yep.
So anyway, thanks for being with us today.
Yep.
And as always, our videos get better with time, just like bourbon.
Take care of yourselves.